Hey y'all, welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review. Today we are drinking Stout of the South out of Coastal County Brewing from Pensacola, Florida. Thank you for joining us.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer that we are drinking and reviewing. We hope you enjoy the show. I've got Andy in the attic. I've got Jay. I am Ben. Thanks for tuning in. Gentlemen, what are we drinking today?
Stout of the South.
The South. The South? Is it the South or the South?
The South.
The.
South.
Is that like the old English spelling? Oh. Shots across the bow here.
Yeah, I got a little bit all over the place there, huh?
Yeah, mine too.
Gosh. For a stout, you're rather ready to get out.
Well, it's not carbonated; it just flew out. I got it on my mic.
It's a happy boy. Yeah. Stout on my hands.
Yeah.
That was loud. Pardon me. Oh, stouted all over my paper.
Yeah. I got it all over the computer.
Yeah.
So. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Here's to you, Jay. You're going to love it. Stout of the South is a milk stout, but it has notes of sweetened coffee, espresso, and chocolate. Indeed. It is 6%. And pretty much that's about all I could discover from it. Yeah. It's another humble website, humble brewery. So we reviewed another one from Coastal County Brewing earlier, the Coastal Cream Ale, some months back, and we're getting to the Stout of the South. Excuse me. Coastal County Brewing is a microbrewery in Pensacola, Florida, and you may recall that when we reviewed Coastal Cream Ale, that I said that it opened Friday the 13th of March 2020.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Right before COVID-19 pandemic.
Week before COVID.
Yeah, it's pretty much when it did.
The week of, yeah.
Yeah, that Friday right before everything
I was on
just
travel.
stopped. Up here, that was the final day of our spring break. And from the last, I just remember my wife and I were out at dinner. We're like, it's really dead right now for spring break. And then it got deader.
I was going through the Detroit airport, and there was like a handful of people. That was the least crowded flight I think I've ever been on. I think there was 5 people on the flight.
I've been on a flight with just me and one other person before. Long time ago.
I like your stories, Ben.
Yeah, I know. That's it.
That's a way to expound upon it and let us know the deets on it. It's like just
that's why Andy, you do the research.
Would you like to credit this beer?
I am going to. I would credit it. Thank you to our special friend Pat and his lovely wife Rachel came and brought Both are Coastal County Brewing beers. Back when they visited in the fall of 2024 to go to the Ole Miss game here in Oxford. And we also went to Wonderbird Spirits, the gin distillery local to us. It's exquisite, really fine gin. So it's a sipping
I
gin.
thank you, Pat, for the gesture, but next time don't give me anything coffee.
Yeah, Pat doesn't know you and your coffee thing.
Beggars can't be choosers. Come on.
Yeah, he bought us. He brought us a couple great beers.
How many beers have you bought that I hated? So. And vice versa.
Yeah.
Pickle beer.
Yep.
So we do thank you,
I like
Pat,
pickle beer.
Pat and Rachel.
Yes, thank you, Pat.
So Coastal County Brewing in Pensacola sits on 2.5 acres, and they have a lot of, being Florida and Panhandle, they have a lot of great weather throughout the year, but of course there's some hot weather, but a lot of sunshine. So they have outdoor area for games. They have a dog park, picnic tables, patio, fire pits. And it was started by a local Pensacolan.
Yeah.
I don't know what they call them.
Pensacolian. Is it in Pensacola proper? It's not out on Pensacola Beach, right?
Nope, Propa. Fred Thibodeau, who quit his corporate job and got in the beer business. But he, you may remember, he worked his way up technically from the mailroom. He was a server in Jacksonville, Florida, and learned from their brewer there. And then he was offered assistant brewer position at Gordon Biersch Brew Pub in Glendale, Arizona. And then he went to Duck Rabbit Craft Brewery in Farmville, North Carolina. Then to Cigar City Brewing in Tampa as a production brewer. And then Wicked Barley Brewing in Jacksonville to help them start up. But ultimately he wanted his own and wanted to go back home to Pensacola. And his mother, Susan, who owned a local classified ads newspaper, owned her building. Newspaper decided to change the business concept of the building and to help son Fred. And that location down in Pensacola became the brewery. And I just think that's a pretty cool idea, because when you look at it, the pictures on the website on the building, when you think of breweries, you think of, kind of like a bigger warehouse looking thing, tall. This is just like the front facade of an old, it's not even big enough to be like an outdoor shopping mall type of thing. It's just got like the dog-eared type of shingles that comes down over the front, and just your brick, and it's very unassuming as a brewery. But when you go into the back and all the acreage they have, it's pretty cool. And I think it's just awesome how he worked his way up. Mom helped him out, and these two beers that they've made, they're pretty good. The two beers that I've tried. So.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because, we have had a similar arc here. We all quit our corporate jobs to start a lane beer show, and we've all had to go back to work because it just didn't work out for us.
You actually stopped working?
No. Of course not.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I did not stop. In fact, I have to work harder and more often to pay for the lane beer show.
Yeah, I was about to say some of these beers, to pay for them.
Right. Is that our story time here?
That's all you get.
All right. Good job, sir. Does anyone have this one? Did you squirrel away an extra one, Andy, and already have this one? All right.
I believe I had this one.
Yeah, he's already had it, but he didn't score it when he rated it.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was a weird day. It was like one of those, you're trying to post it, you're in the Grove, and I've had a lot of beers, and the reception is horrible.
Gotcha. All right, well, I'll jump in and go first. I noticed on here it says, please drink within 3 days of what?
Of the end of your life.
I just noticed that as I picked up the can. So I really like this beer. I think the flavor is really good. I don't think it's too strong from a flavor standpoint. It's a little bit muted on the flavors. I don't really get a lot of coffee out of it because I drink coffee black, and I get the chocolate is what I get out of it. But I think it's really good. I think my only complaint is it is probably just this particular can. While it was ready to jump out of the can, it had little to no head on it, and I think that would have opened up the flavors just a little bit more for me because it seems kind of flat at this point. You know, it's just I got nothing here from a carbonation standpoint. But I really like this beer. I think it's great. I would get it often if I could. I would even get a keg of this. So I'm going to give this one an 8. I think it's quite tasty. I don't really get the coffee. Jay, who gets all the coffee in his?
Yeah. So you make a good point, Ben. The coffee hits me on the first sip. That's really where it hits, and once you have that first sip, it mellows, and obviously the more it sits here and warms up as a stout, you do get that rich chocolate that comes through. It is, like you said, almost a little flat, if you will, but it doesn't have bad flavor, and it doesn't taste like it's stale or anything like that.
No.
So, yeah, for a coffee milk stout, I'll still give it a 7. I mean, it's not something I'm going to seek out for sure. But I would love to try more of Coastal County, and I was trying to look back and see. I don't think I rated the cream ale when we had it, so I've been down to Pensacola many times before. I used to run a race down there every year before the brewery was there, and I'd love to go visit. So that might have to be another
May
trip
have to
when we head down to the beach. I mean, it's not far from where we all get together at the beach sometimes.
Yeah. May have to post a link to that review of Coastal Cream Ale, Ben, so Jay can look it up and
I can look it up.
see what he did. Yeah.
We'll put that at the end of this video. It'll be highlighted.
That's before Ben got into the heavy AI.
Yeah.
None of that is AI. We all pose for all
it's
those
a problem,
pictures.
Ben. Yeah. Ben got into the heavy AI. We're gonna have an intervention
And
later.
to my other friend out there, I would love to grow hair, but it's just not going to happen.
You know, since you mentioned that, every time I throw the AI picture, I throw Jay into the AI, it tries to give him hair. So I have to specify that he doesn't have any hair specifically to our AI friend, because otherwise he's got this luscious hair, and it's just not representative of Jay. But I tell you what, we are doing some fun things. If you look at our thumbnails of late, so we're all over the place.
I'm wearing dresses. It's great. I'm the 8th dwarf. I'm a Shriner's kid. Yeah.
Like I said, AI sees what AI sees.
Oh.
What do you think, Eddie?
When the Matrix happens, I'm doomed.
Yeah.
I like a stout, but I like a milk stout even better. And after, sampling it and reading over the note, it says notes of sweetened coffee, espresso, and chocolate. It has got that touch of sweetness that is really nice. A subtle, to me, it's more of a subtle coffee, more the milk, sugar, and a little chocolate, and a little of that coffee espresso flavor. It's really good. And I do remember drinking in the Grove and liking it. So this, Ben, I agree with you. This is quality beer. I've liked Coastal Counties. I'm giving it an 8.0. It's really good. brewery out there in Pensacola. I wish I could get more of their beer here.
Pat, it's time for you to make another trip up to Oxford.
Pat will be making another trip this year, so I will implore of him to bring more Coastal County for us.
Let's try the IPAs or their lagers.
Pat, IPA, Coastal County.
That is going to be a 7.7 for the Stout of the South from Coastal County Brewing out of Pensacola, Florida. Andy's got a bit of the Giggle Box rollover here, but definitely a great beer, especially if you like a stout. It's one you need to pick up if you can find. If you've had it, let us know what you think down in the comments. Hey, if you've made it this far, and you've not subscribed, we would definitely appreciate that. We're working for 500 subs by the end of 2025. If you have subscribed, a thumbs up would be fantastic down there on that like button. We've got some other links down below for Hopped Up Beer Review merch, our Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server, some glassware, lots of fun stuff. It's very informative down in the description section. So check all that out. Yeah.
Are you wearing soap shirt?
Yeah, Dr. Squatch.
They're
our new sponsor.
Well, I was going to say, you forgot to denounce your sponsors. Wow. Are you getting money for this that we don't know about? Are you subliminally? Are you on the?
You know about it.
You're on the take.
We know about it.
We're not getting.
It's you're getting your. 3
I didn't get anything for this.
Well, that's on you, buddy.
Subtle.
That's on you.
You're on the take.
Yep. With that, for Andy in the attic and Jay, I'm Ben of Dr. Squatch. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, Jay.
And I got some soap for your mouth, that mouth of yours.
Yeah, your filthy little mouth.